Hey humans, let's talk about APM. So, nowadays, if you present APM in any positive way on the internet, you're gonna get lynched. People hate APM. They're like, APM is a waste, you're just hurting yourself, you're gonna play worse if you focus on APM. Don't think about APM, just let it come to you. People hate APM, man. Well, I like APM. I think APM is useful for you, and it can make you a lot better if you practice APM. But you have to understand that the worst thing people do is they think increasing their APM is the final step. It's not the final step. APM is the middle step. APM is the resource we have that we can put into StarCraft 2. So if you first increase your APM in any way possible, just spam. I'm just gonna spam 1-3. Just spam that thing. Just increase that APM. Make your fingers work. Make your fingers work and make your brain work. Just get used to this. Right click, left click, spam, box. Look at this APM, it's amazing, right? Wow, he's so good, he must be pro. 800, what the fuck? Oh no. This is a middle step. Like, this APM is gonna help you a lot in the long run, but it's not gonna help you right now. If anything, it's gonna be hard. They say APM hurts you, and you're gonna suffer at the start when you practice, but in the long run, it's gonna help you a lot. That's what people don't understand, and they just shun APM. Like, don't think about it. It's gonna come naturally. Like, once you get better, you're gonna find the APM to do things right. And people start practicing like this, and they see builds. They start trying to do builds they see from the pros, but the pro builds are so efficient that you need the mechanics to do them, and they get angry because they can't do them, because they can't defend so much with so little like the pros, because they don't have the mechanics. And then they're like, fuck this shit, I can make some cheeky builds, I can make my own builds. And what becomes of them? They become special players. There's nothing wrong with special players, but they kind of sit on the same level for a very long time. Well, I'm here to show you the old school way of getting better. No, old school World War, Warcraft 3, it was all about APM. Was a really important part of our learning experience. Everyone was concentrating on the APM, and people liked seeing those numbers go up. It was fun, and we felt like we were doing something good. But lots of people, they didn't think of APM in the right way. You know, they're like the people who shun APM nowadays, but on the other spectrum. People like, oh shit, I'm gonna get 400 APM and I'm gonna become instantly pro. I'm gonna destroy everyone. And they spam their heart away. They just 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, boxing, right clicking like this. Get the APM going. And they're like, fuck yeah, I got 300 APM in Warcraft 3, because in Warcraft 3 it was harder to get APM. And they were like, fuck yeah, time to destroy people. And what happened? Well, they got destroyed. They forget stuff when they spam APM. They don't do the things they have to do. And that's the wrong way of thinking about APM. APM is the middle step. It's not the end goal. You're raising your APM only to train your fingers and your brain to work faster. At the start, it's gonna hurt you. You're gonna forget things. You're gonna misclick a lot. But you're gonna get used to playing at this fast pace. And once you get used to it, once it becomes comfortable, somewhat comfortable, then you're gonna cut it. You're gonna try to cut the spam as much as possible. And when you cut the spam as much as possible, since you're used to playing at this speed, you're gonna start looking for things to do, because this is now natural. It's not natural to just sit back and do nothing. And you start looking for things to do. And this is the useful part. Like, now we're we're trimming the APM, but we're making it useful. So what you do is, once you get used to spamming and shit, you're gonna trim it down. Fuck it. No, we trimmed it down. This here, pam, pam, pam. This is useful. Pam, pam. It should be here. Pam, pam. Spread the creep. Queen here, here, queen. Use the mirrors. R. Boom, 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 boom. Spread the creep. Go F1, go F3, go F3. Look, the spam cut. The spam got cut. But since we're used to playing at this fast pace, we're now looking for useful things to do. And we have the mechanics, the attention spam, and we're used to the space, so we can actually look for things to do. We're not getting rushed, because we got used to this because of the APM spam. So this is the important thing. The end goal is not to increase your APM. The end goal is to decrease your APM after increasing it and making it useful. It's a two-way process. Because it's faster to take things step by step. Because, you know, people say, APM is going to come naturally to you. You know, as you get better, your EPM is going to increase and your APM is going to increase. By the way, APM is actions per minute. I think you see here. That's the clicks you do. EPM is effective action per minute. It's kind of a weird thing, the EPM, but people say it's like it's more accurate. It's not completely accurate, but it's more accurate. So it's a better indicator, and people are like, as your EPM increases, your APM is also gonna increase. Don't think about the APM. But this is such a slow process and a bad process. The better way to do it is to increase your APM first, get kind of comfortable playing at this high APM, and then cut it. Then decrease it and try to make it useful. APM is like the energy you have that you can work with.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
If you use the APM in a good way, the APM is gonna be good for you. But you have to think about the APM in the right way. First, get it up, then trim it, make it more efficient. This is gonna help your mechanics. It's gonna help your brain to work faster, because you're gonna get used to it, and you become a better player. Like, people don't find this fun. Like, people are all about the fun, of course, but if you want to get good, the proper way to do it is concentrate on getting your mechanics up first. The mechanics are the most important thing. You know, mouse mechanics, keyboard mechanics. Get your APM up. You know, like, get it fucking 400, push it to 500, push it to 600, just spam your heart away. And when you get comfortable, you have to keep that in mind. You have to cut it at some point. You have to make it useful. People forget this step. This is the most important step, cutting the APM. Because most of them, they just keep being spammers. They think this is the end of the road and they keep spamming. No. This is the middle road. Once you're done spamming, once you get used to spamming, you want to become the action. You want to make the actions more efficient, and that way you're gonna get a lot better, faster. But people don't like doing this because it's not playing the game. They want to play the game. They want to attack. They want to have fun. They want to enjoy it. They want to see the winning screen. If you practice this APM at first, you're gonna lose because of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna lose. You're gonna forget things. You're gonna misclick. And this is gonna happen until you get used to the pace you're trying to set. But once you get used to the pace, it's gonna be glorious. You'll be able to cut the spam, and once you cut the spam, you're gonna look for things to do because you're used to the space. So you're gonna start looking for things to do. And this is when the good things happen. That's when you start finding actual efficient things to do. And once you do this, once you get used to that APM, that's like, I don't know, 250, 300. Zerg's APM is very inflated because of the larva mechanic. But once you get used to like 300, 250, 300, great things are gonna happen, and you're gonna be able to play the builds that you see from the pros. You're gonna be able to defend with less, defend more with less. You're gonna be able to hit your timings. You're gonna be able to look at the minimap. You're gonna be able to scout. You're gonna be able to play the build orders correctly. You won't have to alter the build order because something in your mechanics suffers. And that way you're gonna become a much better player. Thanks for watching.